Welcome. Let me scooch over. Welcome to the Exiting the Matrix Empowered Living Mastery course. We are on week 4, day 3. And tonight we will be covering the mental core exploration and breaking free mentally. So, first I just want to start out by hugging everybody, giving you a hug because the world is suffering in many places, if not everywhere. And I have a lot of love and compassion for the world, and thus the foundation of why I've written this course. So my I wrote my autobiography in 2015 to help me go through and process all of my traumas, and then I created this in college. Actually, this was before that book, personality workbook, and that's to help people go through their personality, how it was developed, so they can address things that they don't like. And the Exiting the Matrix course is together combined with this personality workbook. There's a lot of information that I've shared over the past 4 weeks about why I've written this and what I'm doing, my purpose, and so I invite you to go back and watch the whole thing because there's tidbits of knowledge just in different categories of life that I'm sharing alongside my commentary and personal wisdom, insight from all the things that I've been through. So what I'm doing is I'm just reading from the book. Today it's the mental core exploration and breaking free mentally. So I'm going to just start reading it. Hello, welcome. I'm just starting to read. It's probably like 3 or 4 pages. It's things that make you think. We're talking about the mental core exploration, which is your brain. So as you read the list of words, ponder your viewpoint of each word. Oh, by the way, before I start reading, actually, there are links below where you can access the full course, and it's all free online. And there's a core inventory that you can do to like assess yourself, like how you feel about where you're at in like thinking of your ideal self, like so you can strive towards your goals. And there's a Facebook group on Facebook. It's the Exiting the Matrix group, and there's a link below. And I have containers for 30 people to come together and have a smaller group so that there's no interruptions or distractions from outside. So, all right, I'm going to start reading. Oh, I'm going to pull up the live so I can see the chats. I'm not responding to chats right now, but I will after I finish reading.
I'm not responding to chats right now, but
And
I
I
will.
need to stop her from talking. Okay. Oops. Okay. As you read the list of words, ponder your viewpoint of each word. Look up words in multiple dictionaries or search the internet for clarity. For example, for the word wisdom, I typed "what is wisdom?" and I found a web page called How to Gain Wisdom. Hello. welcome. Thanks for being here. Um, it says, wisdom is a virtue that isn't innate, but can only be acquired through experience. Anyone interested in trying new things and reflecting on the process can gain wisdom. So here are a bunch of words that have to do with your brain and the mental core dimension. Common sense, thinking, introspection. Hello. Learning, reasoning, mindfulness, thoughts, meditation, reading, creativity, imagination, logic, innovation, design, focus, memory, neuroplasticity, rationalization, education, learning style, intention, innovation, perspective, wisdom, intelligence, decision making, and efficacy. Write about your experience and conclusions about words that stand out to you in this list. And again, this whole book that I'm reading from is online in a course for free. So the link is below. It's vital to embrace the fact that people are different. We each have our interests, beliefs, likes, dislikes, abilities, etc. And you are the only you that will ever be. So, embrace your uniqueness. It can help you accept others as well. Dictionary exercise. Write words and concepts you come across in your research that you would like to learn about. Then look up the words and write down the meanings. Identify any aha moments. And this is just a very good thing to do. Even if you think you know what a word means, it's not going to hurt to just look it up in the dictionary to confirm it, because sometimes we think we know what a word means. We're kind of off a little. But the more you study and use your brain, the smarter you get, the faster your frontal lobe will develop. Assessments and resources. Assessments can offer insights into different perspectives of your true self. However, it's up to you if you agree or disagree with the results. At the least, they can open your mind to alternative perspectives you hadn't thought of. Researching these can help you identify aspects within yourself that you would like to modify, adapt, or remove from your current way of being or mindset. The following links include assessments and ideas for personal investigation. Welcome. Thank you. So what is my learning style? There are multiple ways that are easier for people to learn. You can find your best learning style at this website. It's called educationplanner.org. And then you click on students, self-assessments, and then learning styles quiz. You could probably just type learning styles quiz and find one. What is my IQ? Not that I 100% believe in this test, but it's interesting. How mindful are you? This quiz will help you see how mindful you are. And that's what we talked about yesterday, mindfulness, which is basically living in the present moment. Not in the past, not in the future. We have to process the past to dissipate it. We have to plan for the future. But if we're constantly in either, we're not living in the present moment. And the present moment is where everything happens. And that website is called greatergood.berkeley.edu, and you could probably just type mindfulness quiz. So those are just some ideas on how you can do things to activate your brain, to build the frontal lobe, so that you are able to make the best choices in your life and with accurate knowledge. So that's what this whole course is all about. And I know it's backward. To like use about yourself and improve your abilities within yourself. I'm taking a little break before I read the next section. See what y'all are saying. Hello. Thank you. Nice welcome. Who made me the teacher? Me. Because I had to teach myself. So I'm sharing what I've learned from my own healing journey, from having a stillborn and multiple traumatic events in my life, and falling into a major depression, having post-traumatic stress, da 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 da. So I learned how to heal myself. And nice. Yes, mindfulness helped me a lot to get things done. Nice. Yes. I am in Florida. Yes, mindfulness helps in decision making. Hello from Liverpool. Hey, welcome. Huh? I can't see that word. So it's actually pretty cold today. It is 46 degrees Fahrenheit, which Celsius would probably be 15. I don't know. See, I haven't done that math calculation. I should learn that. I could show you how to learn right now. Let's ask ChatGPT. No, I don't know the difference. I think it's like half. It's almost half. Whatever it is in Fahrenheit, it's like almost half in Celsius. Anybody know that? Anyway, it's cold. Not so cold as Minnesota, but cold enough for me to not want to go outside. Hello. All right, I'm going to read the next section. It's a couple pages, and then I'll talk about it, and then if you guys have any questions, yes, I prefer to be present too. Namaste. In this chapter, you've learned about neuroplasticity, central nervous system, frontal lobe development, and mindfulness meditation, which can help you change, improve, and develop your brain. Neuroplasticity can change your brain and your life. It is imperative to learn how you can change the way you think, which will directly impact how you feel and see yourself, which is a perspective. Your brain is a muscle, and you need to exercise it every day by practicing new ways of thinking. Synapses in your brain light up when you use it. The more you think in new ways, the more synapses emerge to strengthen the new thought patterns. The same is true when you want to stop thinking a certain way. When a thought emerges, you decide if you want to continue the thought. If not, then with practice, you can train your brain not to think it, and it will go away. It takes time and a lot of patience. It is good to have positive affirmations readily available to help you stay on track. Put words on paper and post them where you will see them in your home, car, and at work. And it's funny because I did see this video of a man who I would say is at least 30 years old, and he was acting like he was a baby, climbing into a crib and needing his girlfriend to feed him. So, in my opinion, he like thought he kept saying to himself, I'm a baby, and he just kept thinking that. So eventually he just like believes it and now lives it. That's my interpretation of what's going on. He can change it. That's my opinion. I'm not a therapist, but the power of the brain, okay, it's that powerful to make you think you're a fish. If you really wanted to think you're a fish, you could. drain your brain. So yeah, be careful what you wish for. But that's just my opinion. Let's see. Meditation, prayer is key to personal transformation. Meditation is especially important to mental health, which ultimately impacts your overall health, your physical health, and your physical health actually affects your mental health. So there's this, you have to be taking care of both things, and we get into that physical core dimension in a few weeks, couple weeks. Mental, emotional, and then physical. Yeah. So next week is emotional, and then the week after that is physical. So meditation is not just for religious people. It consists of contemplating ideas and releasing what does not serve your higher good, your highest good. Chapter 5 will help you understand how to use meditation to resolve emotional and mental energy from traumatic experiences. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Meditation is best when done alone at first, but in time it gets easier to do it no matter who is around you. You can be walking and meditating. Most people who struggle with meditation say they cannot quiet their minds, so they stop trying. You must keep practicing for it to work. It's not just going to happen overnight. You have to try at least 10 minutes a day. It's worth it. Hello, welcome. I'm great. Try wiggling your toes and meditating when you are not tired. Nice, welcome. There are tons of information out there to learn how to meditate, but you just need to do it repeatedly until you become a master of your thoughts. The information in this course is designed to help you sort through all the nagging thoughts and doubts and the chatter in the mind so you can master your own mind. Nice to meet you. Keeping your brain active increases its abilities. Learning something new like an instrument or a hobby helps to relieve anxiety and depression because it takes effort. And focusing on learning takes time away from negative thoughts and feelings. Learning about yourself through a course like this is beneficial too. Welcome from Palestine. Oh, what is my view on Palestine? That's not the topic tonight. I don't really get into my politics. I'm not a political person. I'm about love and no borders. So look at the problems borders give us. Anyway, back to the reading. You may not agree. Okay. Learning about yourself through a course like this is beneficial too. It keeps your mind busy, processing ideas and experiencing aha moments. You may not agree with everything presented to you in this course, but these challenges will help you look within to confirm or change your current perspective. Being able to see others' points of view without judging is key to being authentic. You be you, I be me, and I still love you, whether you love me or not. But I encourage you to love people. Self-care. Do this. You will become the average of the closest 5 people you spend time with. This is a proven fact. So, the people you choose to spend time with, your entertainment choices, and the people you admire will impact your mind. Your energy, your goals, and the outcomes you experience. So, who are the 5 closest people to you? Is it a good thing? We imitate people around us, so make sure you choose wisely. Surround yourself with people, entertainment, activities, recreation that are positive and productive. If you don't like your current situation, think about all of the influences that got you to where you are now. What changes do you need to make to get better results? Think about their energy. Think about the frequency that you want to have. Think about the people around you and what their frequency is. This is a real thing. It's not woohoo. We are energy. So we will emanate everything we see around us. Journal. Writing is really good for your brain. Or typing, but writing is better. Spend some time journaling about thoughts you want to stop thinking. What are your first-hand experiences with training your brain to create or eliminate thought patterns? How long does it take you to identify the negative thought before you change it to a positive thought? Keep track of how long it takes you to stop the thought pattern. Eventually, the old thought pattern will disappear. So, that's the end of the reading for today. Next week, I will be talking about the mental core assignments. And then next Monday will be the emotional core dimension and the emotional quotient. EQ, which is your emotion. It's like intelligence, but with emotion. Like, how emotionally smart are you? That's what we get into next Monday. So, does anyone have any feedback or questions or comments? Can you feel my energy through this camera? It's full of love. Agape love. Don't make me check you. Yes, how to get out from negativity. Neuroplasticity. These meditations are not biblical, and by doing meditation, we will go to hell. Well, you have a right to your opinion, but I have a Bible-trained conscience, and meditation is much like prayer. And so, if you feel comfortable praying to God, you're still meditating, because you're in a deep state of mind with your God. So, yes, we are energy. You're welcome. I look comforting. Nice. I am comforting. Ooh, feeling chills? I think I have a moderator in here. Help you get some sleep? So yesterday I was telling people that I usually listen to a meditation that helps me. It's a guided meditation where it helps me just relax, like if I'm feeling out of it. And it's on YouTube, and it's in one of my playlists called, I think it's called Zen. Yeah, it's a public playlist called Zen, and the first one is just like some really peaceful music, so that can help you relax and de-stress and clear your mind of things that are keeping you awake. You can also find there's a bunch of meditations on here and like peaceful music, but the guided meditation, it's the second one on the list. And then I made a meditation based on the chakras and how to clear your chakras, and that one is in here too. It's called Self-Diagnosis and Healing Meditation, with my voice and my words. And then, I have some Sam Mar on here, which is basically handpan, which is very relaxing. And then you can look up different frequency, hertz, music that can also help relax. I don't dye my hair. um, how can you improve your sleep? I go to sleep for 8 to 10 hours every day. And I believe that's very important. So, what contributes to good sleep? We get into that in the physical core dimension in a couple weeks. But that information is online in a link below to access the full course for free. So, why do you want to see the back of my hair? All right, so do we have any questions related to the brain, neuroplasticity, understanding I am Ayla Love. Oh, I forgot that my heater's on. And you could probably hear that annoying buzz. I have not read the book of Dan Brown. One moment. I'm going to turn this heater off. So, thank you. So, I am a grandmother and mother of 5 children. So, I'm not here to look pretty. I'm here to share my knowledge and wisdom that I've gained from a lot of experiences that I've been through. Hello, welcome. So, how do you guys feel about your own personal development? So, the core self-inventory is the basis for this whole course. Like this, there's actually a link where you can like answer questions like how you feel about yourself in 10 core areas of life. And so when I like mine for the mental core dimension, I'm at a 9. And it was not always at a 9. And the inventory actually helps you be authentic, because your honesty with yourself is going to help you improve. And yeah, the inventory is below. It's underneath the video in the description. There's a bunch of links. And if you appreciate the knowledge that I'm sharing, if you could subscribe, like, share, and comment, that would be very helpful. I would like as many people to get their hands on this information as possible. How am I? I am fine today. It's cold outside, so when it's cold, that is the one thing that dampens my spirit. Like, I'm a summer chick with a sundress at the beach, and so if I'm like cold, what does Ayla mean? The halo around the moon. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about regarding learning, neuroplasticity, meditation? Yeah, I believe it's Celtic. It's a name from The Clan of the Cave Bear is a movie, my favorite movie. And that's with Daryl Hannah. And there's Neanderthals, and Ayla is like the little girl who they find because her mom died. And then it's her story, and she's a heroine. Yeah, I love it. And that's a good movie. Is there a meditation lesson in the course? Yes, I read it yesterday. And if you log in and get access, it's in there. Thank you. I'm live. So, are there any questions? What is neuroplasticity? It's the ability for your brain to rewire. So I gave this example yesterday. Let me find this piece of paper. So, how I explained this yesterday is this. This wasn't here, but when you have a thought, like this is the thought, okay? This makes sense? This is the thought, this big thing. And then you keep thinking it, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Then it becomes automatic. You no longer have to think it. You just are it. Okay? Like, I'm dumb. You keep saying I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. You just start thinking and acting like you're dumb. Okay? But if you go, I'm dumb. No, I'm smart. And you start doing this. I'm dumb. No, I'm smart. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. This is very practical. This is exactly what I did. Because I used to say I'm dumb. Or whatever. Then the more you say I'm smart, then these start, I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart, I'm smart. And then I'm dumb disappears. Magic. So we've been taught that our brain is like, you're too old to learn new things, or thinking that, oh, this is the way you're gonna be for the rest of your life. You got a diagnosis, oh, that's you. You're gonna be diagnosed with that for the rest of your life. I don't agree. I think that it's up to you to decipher whether or not you're gonna be something for the rest of your life. And just because someone diagnosed you, or even if you did something horrible, okay, and you're like feeling so much guilt and shame, and you're gonna torture yourself for the rest of your life, I don't think that's fair to you. I think that you need to forgive yourself, and then you ask for forgiveness from the people you harmed. And if they don't accept it, then you can leave it with them, and you can still be at peace. Because just because other people, if you've done everything you can to resolve an issue with somebody, but they want to hold on to it, you don't have to. And you can stop saying, I'm a horrible person, or whatever it is you're saying. Because when you're doing that, you're making those synapses strengthened. So in order to change that, you have to identify the thing you're saying that you've pounded it into your head, or somebody else did. It could be somebody else saying the same, But when you constantly being told something, you're crazy, whatever it is, identify what it is, turn it around, say the opposite thing, repeat, 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 repeat. It probably takes a month, every day. It's constant. You have to keep doing it. You can't go back and forth. Can't, and then you're like, and you may feel crazy, but the point is loving yourself, really. Yes. I pray that your surgery goes perfectly fine. Everything will be well. You donated $4,000 to who? Thank you. At this point in the world, even the most simple instructions can enlighten someone at their lowest. Exactly. We don't have to complicate this. I was in therapy. They put me on Wellbutrin, and they kept upping my dose. And I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and they never taught me about neuroplasticity. What does that tell you? So I had a grand mal seizure from Wellbutrin, 350 milligrams, trying to say I had allergic reaction. No, that's a side effect of too much. So that was, I think I tried to go to therapy one more time after that. No, twice, and both were not good experiences. And like, the only benefit I got out of therapy was they helped me understand the difference between, like, if you're emotional, you're like all emotional, you're not capable of being logical. And if you're only logical, you're not capable of being emotional. You have to find a balance between the two. Hello, welcome. You're on Wellbutrin. Just know that the side effect is it's a serotonin uptake inhibitor, which there's no proof they actually work. And I advise you to talk to your doctors before you do any changing of your things, because I am not responsible for your decisions. I'm just sharing my knowledge and what I've done. I was going to school for psychology, and I took a class. It was like a little class. The topic was literally talking about how there's no proof that serotonin uptake inhibitors actually work. And do you know what a placebo effect is? So, why not teach people how to actually heal the brain and the heart? Okay? Why not? Well, I can tell you why not. If they teach you, then you don't need them. And then they won't get your money from the insurance insurance company. And the insurance company has to have a diagnosis. And then you go, oh, I'm diagnosed with this. Oh, I'm branded for life. It's just this icky thing. Or it's like, hey, how about we teach the truth about what really happens? Because I learned how to do this because I wanted to heal. And I'm a highly introspective person, and I do a lot of research, and I read a lot on things that are important to me to heal. So I encourage you to do this whole course, because It's designed to be a journey. Like, I can sit here and tell you, well, you could do this and this and this, and we're all different. And that's one of the problems with our society as well, is that they want to put everybody into boxes. This is how you are. This is how you are, and you guys can't, no. I'm outside of the box. I've enjoyed therapy so much in the long run. When it was happening, of course, therapy can be good. We need, it is good to vent, but I'm not saying that all therapy is not good. I'm just saying that just be mindful. Mindfulness. You have to be mindful that they have to put something down. That doesn't mean it's a lifelong sentence. You need someone to talk to. That's a great way to talk to somebody who's like not involved in your life. It's a great way to vent. Okay? It's looking at it for what it really is. Understanding that, so you don't get sucked into this mentality of like I was diagnosed with major depression. I don't have major depression anymore since 2015. Before that, 2009 is when I had the Wellbutrin thing, the grand mal seizure. So I never went on any medication after that. I was like, hell no. So it's really personal experience, and so I'm just sharing my own insight for you to come to your own conclusions. So because like therapy, therapists in general, like you're gonna meet some of the therapists, they just don't even have any life experience, especially the younger ones. Like, they're not gonna have personal experience. That's like key. Like, if you haven't lived it, then how can you explain how to heal it? That's where I'm coming in. I've lived through waking up and wishing I was dead. I don't ever think that. Even if everything is tumbling down around me, I will still not ever go there because I learned how to heal my brain. Like, I think that if these principles that are in this course were actually taught at a younger age, like at least by the time kids are 18, then they're going to be equipped to deal with the emotional turbulences of life. Because without that information, like, I never had any depression until my second husband. But I also had a stillborn, which I was at the doctor with my 5-year-old, and basically it was like, oh, what is it going to be? We're having fun talking about what the sex of the baby's going to be, and then all of a sudden the technician leaves, and the doctor comes back, and he's like, yes, well, your baby is not viable, and you need to make an appointment to have the tissue removed in a week. Okay, I died right there. And then it took a long time to heal. And there's more to that story. It didn't end there. Plus, I was raising my 5 children. So, and dealing with narcissistic husband. So there's like, but if I had been taught emotional regulation, I could have got through it easier and had some understanding. So that's what I'm saying. There's actually schools that are now teaching meditation to children, and over in other countries, especially like I think China, yeah, they are, because it's very important. Yes, therapy can help to release the energy, and there are other natural and holistic ways to let go of a lot of that energy. Yes, I agree. And the fascia, where you store negative energy, and I just recently learned about the vagus nerve right here underneath. It can help you like release negative energy. Hello, welcome. And I like to dance and sing. That's how I release negative energy. What's my gender? What do you think? Human? No. I was just talking about how I have 5 children. You're welcome. Absolutely. I have birthed 5 children, so that should tell you what my gender is. And that's not really the point of this conversation. But I'm my mother and a grandmother. I mean, I'm not asking you to... We're going to get into gender in the sexual core dimension in like 3 weeks. So, you're welcome. Anyone have anything they want to talk about in regards to neuroplasticity, meditation? Thank you. So, I'm open. I'm still here. What do you guys want to talk about? Thank you, Kevin, for moderating. I appreciate it. Does meditation help with anxiety? Yeah, a lot. How good would meditation be at simply removing stress? I've been promoted at work and find myself under lots of stress, right? Right. I'm 54. So, I'm in Florida. Okay. Yes, getting promoted, having a higher workload, possibly more time at work, away from your family, or that's going to add stress to your life. Is it worth it? That's what you have to ask yourself. How does meditation help with anxiety? It helps you center yourself so that you're not escalating, because like our thoughts impact our emotions impact our thoughts, like this vicious cycle. So that's why I was talking about mindfulness, because when you're mindful of what you're thinking and feeling and understanding what's going on, I'm just talking about emotional regulation. If you like you took on a promotion for higher pay, I presume, but obviously what goes along with that is more work hours, more workload, you know. So, yeah, our society doesn't care about if you can handle it. And so it's really a personal decision if you what you're doing. So finding balance, I personally can't I personally am not equipped to I don't subscribe to societal norms in general. Like, I'll work full time for a while, but that's it's like sucking your soul. I just can't do it. Uh, so if you're, I actually wrote a a thing for people who are working and dealing with anxiety. It's on my website. Um, I'm from Minnesota. Minnesota. Um, but I live in Florida. Did I answer your questions? Mindfulness is really important. Meditation is really important. It helps you to center yourself, making good decisions for yourself. And if you are working, you gotta self-care. It's like literally work, self-care. That's all. It's like it. so sad. My personal opinion, I think that people are overworked, underpaid, and have no time to self-care. Yeah. I was thinking that starting off by doing some simple breathing exercises each day would help keep me calm and centered. Yes. There's a box breath. It's like four, you count to 4 when you breathe in, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, repeat. Then there's another one. I mean, there's like you could find people who are doing major breath work. Like, they're like, I don't get into all that. I'm a very calm, peaceful person. Like, I don't need that, I guess. But if you got some stuff you work with, you think about it. If you're crying, if you really allowed yourself to cry over something that really hurt your feelings, and you're alone and no one's watching, you're like, you know, you're just you're releasing it all, and that's good for you. So, you're in New York City. It's cold there. It's 40 or 45 here in Minnesota, or in Florida. It's 45 degrees. Welcome from Liberia. Nice. Thank you. You can't stop eating pizza and cheeseburgers? Well, think about the the repercussions of what you're doing. We're going to get into the physical core dimension and in 2 weeks. And so I think I've gone to fast food twice in the past 6 months. I don't. I don't know if I can trust them, and probably can't. So, can you be my friend? I am on Facebook, facebook.com, Ayla's Love. And yeah, friend me. Yes, a good cry is good. Nice. I'm old. Just kidding. I just turned 54 yesterday. It was my birthday. Hello. Did I answer your questions? Just want to make sure that I'm answering your questions. I have a bigger smile in the summer when it's hot out. Thank you. So I'm guessing I have answered your questions. Yeah, you should do the whole course. You're welcome. I have 3 grandchildren one is 16, and then the other 2 are 11 and 13. And my children are 24 to 35. Nice. So I just want to add here to remind you to please subscribe, like, and share so that the algorithms get this out to more people. And there are links in the description to do the core self-inventory. It's just a tool to help you look at yourself to see how you feel about yourself today or what your goals are. And then there's a Facebook group called Exiting the Matrix, and there's a link for a small group of 30 people who are interested in having a smaller container. And actually, I want to create 2 more groups, one with 5 women and then a group with 5 men. And so then it's even smaller. So that you can get personalized support. And so if you're interested in that, I will be adding that very soon. Let me know what you need, because then I can create the container for it. I'm not a therapist, but I have insight and wisdom, and I feel like I could help anybody with whatever they're going through, because I've been through a lot of stuff. Married and divorced 3 times. Cheater. Narcissistic. And then someone put his hands on me. So, exited the matrices of bullshit. And let me just see what y'all are saying. Hello, welcome. Things could be better. Right? It is important to learn. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. And the rest of the links are, there's a bunch of links. I haven't memorized them yet. Let's see. Oh, if you'd like to support what I'm doing, there's a donation support link on my in the link, and it would be much appreciated if you so desire. I look so what? Driven? I can't see what that word is. What word are you saying? Danian? Divian? Like us, I'm Indian. Oh. You like my added props? Do I want to learn Islam? I have read part of the Quran, and my cousin actually married a Muslim and she would wear the hijab. That's about as much. And I talked to some men at the Minnesota State Fair. That gets me excited. Who were Muslim. And that's a whole nother topic. Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Yes, we need to change what is in ourselves because nobody can do it for us. That message can be removed. So, any youth Estes? I always thought I had a smile like Julia Roberts. Like when I smile, when I laugh really loud, it's kind of annoying. Oh, thanks. I love her though. She's awesome. So, the topic tonight is mental core exploration, meditation, neuroplasticity, mindfulness. Namaste. So, we did the spiritual core dimension a couple weeks ago, and there's a link in the course. Basically, you can enter all this information about what you believe, and then it will tell you what religion closely resembles what you believe. So mine was agnostic, and I would say Christ consciousness defines my beliefs. Yes, we do. I have Indian followers. Is that... I have looked at the analytics, and there's 90% men between the ages of 18 and 24, and some women, not a lot. So I'm going to end here unless someone has something they want me to talk about that has to do with learning and personal development. All right. Thank you for joining us. And thank you. You want me to talk about making money? That's the one area I need help in. Appreciate you being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be going over the mental core assignments. Have a blessed night.